Hello and welcome to the channel. Today you join me on a local walk in my local area, and today is a little bit different. It's all about exploring this location I've been to a couple of times in the past, sort of walked past, and last week I explored it, just had a quick walk around. Now, I'm not sure if we're allowed in here. Yeah, I guess if anyone tells us otherwise we'll move on, but it's an old abandoned building. Now I believe that it was an old gun store from World War II. We're not far away from Burton Wood Air Base. It used to be here. But I've also heard since as well that there was possibly prisoner of war camp as well. Very small one, be it, but yeah, I'm not sure how true that is. If you know anything about this area, let me know. So we're currently situated on the main road that goes from Warrington towards Widnes. It's a place I've driven past many a time before, but never actually stopped here. I never actually knew it was here. It's all overgrown from the main road. It was only since lockdown's actually been enforced and we've actually explored these local areas a little bit more thoroughly. We've actually walked past it. Now our main walk around is right at the back end, around and down, and then across the main road. But well, yeah, like I say, we've seen it a few times, so now's the day we're going to explore it. So there seems to be the main building, which is behind you, and there's a number of outposts or outhouses around. Now what's in those, I'm not too sure, probably just full of junk and stuff. So going to have a bit of a walk around and discover what's in those. So if the vlog finishes now, something got me. The main feature is going to be this warehouse. There's some light streaking in through the doors, or certainly when the cloud moves, there's some light streaking through the doors and the windows, which looks quite mean and moody. I was going to look to order some smoke grenades to set off in here, just give a little bit more atmosphere. But yeah, I think with the current times, and yeah, we'd have the police and the fire brigade on us in no time at all. So I'm going to have a quick walk around now, see what else I can explore, and yeah, come along, see what we can get. So I'm just taking a few images now from inside the building. Yeah, trying to be quite careful of what I'm standing on, because obviously there's quite a lot of broken glass and pipes and bits of metal and stuff like that. But yeah, keeping my wits about me here. But the sun's just, it's getting quite low on the other side, so I'm getting quite nice shadows coming through, or light sun streaks coming through, as you can probably tell by the light on my face. So I'm just going to concentrate around here for a couple of minutes, get a few shots, sort of see what else I can work with the location, and yeah, go from there, sort of make up as I go along, really. So I did have the 24-70 on the front of the camera. Just change over now for the 14-24. Let's just sort of see what we can get. I mean, this is what this lens is designed for, big, wide open spaces. So yeah, let's go for this. Exposure wise, it's quite a difficult one to work out. I'm in a really dark building, but then again shooting the light as well, so yeah, to get these lines right is taking some trial and error. So I'm currently shooting at around about f8 to f9 ISO 64 and around about 1.6 of a second. It just seems to be getting the shot right. Obviously the brighter the sun it comes in, the brighter the stripes, and that's what I'm trying to work with. But yeah, it seems to be working so far. A smoke grenade in this place would have been absolutely fantastic, but yeah, I wasn't going to push it. So I've taken a few images now that I'm quite happy with. I'm going to just work around the rest of this building now and then head over and sort of see what else we can get. Probably do some handheld while we're outside. I'm just hoping the sun sort of stays a little bit brighter. It's been a little bit overcast this afternoon, and just as we're coming to sort of sunset, there seems to be a bit of broken cloud coming across, so hopefully that can work with that as well. So yeah, stick around, we'll see what we can get. For those of you into urban photography or your derelict abandoned buildings, it's amazing this place isn't actually boarded off. I really thought these sort of places have been sort of eradicated, really stop people from getting in, but yeah, so far nobody's come on site. So I'm just concentrating now. There's a few shots just with these windows in the background, just as the light's streaming in on the floor. That's going to be the main aim of today, is just sort of capturing the light as it's so good, and yeah, certainly the contrast between the dark sort of warehouse and the light streaming through. Yeah, very spooky. Apologies as well if any of the graffiti that I'm trying to avoid massively is offending anybody. It's not my intention. So I think I've shot all I can in this building. I'm going to have a look now at the outhouses and just sort of see what else is around. But yeah, this is quite a nice little. I say nice. It's absolutely dank, horrible, and disgusting. But yeah, photography for a little bit of drama, something different, isn't it? And I think that's what it's all about. Certainly through this whole lockdown thing, it's been difficult to get out and difficult to stay motivated. I know, chatting to a load of photographers, vloggers, and things like that, it's so difficult to get out and actually keep motivated. But finding little treasures like this just keeps it alive, I think. So we'll just take a little walk through the wall. Even though we're just off a main road going from Warrington to Widnes, it's still pretty spooky, and I've also got the railway line behind me as well. But yeah, walking through here, if you couldn't hear the cars going by, I think it would be a different atmosphere altogether. But yeah, it's really, you could be anywhere. There's so much to explore here as well. Yeah. So I'm carrying on walking through this sort of jungle area full of brambles and car tyres. But yeah, just walking through, just sort of seeing what's around here. It's all pretty much overgrown. I think the further I'm getting into it, it's more overgrown, and probably less I can actually manage photography wise over here. But yeah, it's obviously steeped in history, and like I say, it was part of the Burton Wood Air Base, I believe, and like a gun store, and yeah, lots of things to do with World War II. As you can probably tell, that undergrowth is starting to get a little bit thick now, the further we venture around. I'm starting to lose the light as well. It's starting to go behind quite a few clouds, but it's not stopping me exploring. It's stopping me taking any more images at the minute. But yeah, it's certainly, I think it's certainly one to return back to. Yeah, it's full of little sort of outposts, little buildings all over the place. And when I've seen it before, I've seen probably about 50% of it, but venturing further in, I've managed to spot a lot more. And this looks like, I don't know, some like a turntable, almost like a train turntable, but I don't think it is. But yeah, I'm going to explore a little bit more. I'm going to take a few more images and yeah, see what I can come up with. But apologies, it's really difficult to actually shoot around here with the gear and stuff. It's quite limited. When I first discovered this place, I thought, yeah, ideal place for a vlog, but I've really not given myself enough time, and I think this is definitely one to return to. Yeah, sort of come mid-afternoon and shoot all the way through. I arrived here about 4 o'clock, and really not giving myself 2 hours isn't enough time. But yeah, certainly one to return to. Wow, it's just amazing. So it's probably time to finish this video here. I'm going to go around and take a few more handheld shots. I'll show those at the end of the video. It's been a bit of a crazy one, sort of exploring around here, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. It'll be great to have you on board. Plenty more videos to come. Also, leave a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from, if you've enjoyed this video, and whether you've actually been to this location. It'd be great to hear from you. Also, if you know a little bit more about the history of this place, that's one thing I'm going to try and dig up. Right, from Warrington on the road to Widnes, wherever we are on this this urban abandoned expedition, it's time to say goodbye. All the best. Bye bye now.